Thank you for joining me for another wild moment, and I hope you enjoy the conversation. Have you guys ever played Connect the Dots? You know where you do the ABC and you connect it, or possibly you did the ones with the one, two, three and you connect it. Maybe you did a paint by number set. Remember those guys, the paint by number set? I know it's kind of bright. I'm going to try to get us to not so bright a spot in a minute, guys. We're walking and talking. I had uploaded a video earlier about trust, and I didn't send it. And the reason why I didn't is because I don't believe that it brought out everything that the message needed to bring out. So I wanted to piggyback off of it a little bit. I wanted to talk a little bit more about connecting dots, how we are all a part of a greater plan that is bigger than ourselves. It's bigger than our own lives. It's bigger than our own back door. It's a greater scheme of things. I really believe it. I always joke and say we are his hands and feet extended, meaning that we are all an extension of each other. There's no need to compete, but we can complement one another because we all have a gift, a talent, a skill set that only we can bring to the table. I really believe that. I am such a firm believer in that. And if you ever really gave it some thought and really thought about that statement for a minute, that you are unique, that you are made in a mold that was broken, that if they tried to replicate it, it could not be done. Something would be missing in trying to replicate you because you are unique. And there is something that you uniquely bring to the table. I love a statement that was made some time ago by Oprah Winfrey when she was talking about her show, which ran for 25 years and was very successful. It stopped because she stopped, not because it was canceled. But what she said was she had discovered that she brought something unique to the table, and she used television as a platform to live out her highest self and to stretch other people's thinking to show up in life as the best versions of themselves. I really love that because she wasn't in competition with Phil Donahue or the other syndicated shows. Well, they weren't syndicated at that time, but the other television shows, she wasn't in competition with them because she brought her own uniqueness to the table. When I was inspired to bring forth WOW in its many forms, I wasn't threatened when Byward Association popped up. Because WOW brings something to the table, and Byward Association brings something to the table. And we complement each other. We even work together. What am I saying? I'm saying competition is good, but we don't compete in all things. Even when they did the Olympics, each people would show up, persons would show up, representing their particular country in that particular part, like the swimmers from the United States, from Russia, from China. They were representing their country. So in that sense, they were in competition. But as swimmers, they were all each uniquely designed. Are you following me, guys? Are you tracking me? You understand what I'm saying? We know if we could ever understand that we each bring something to the table that is unique, that is something that only we can do, then there wouldn't be such a need for envy and jealousy and mistrust. Years ago, I watched this show, and it was called The First Wives Club. It was a really, really good show. It was a movie, actually. It starred Goldie Hawn, Diane Keaton, and Bette Midler. They were three friends, and there was another friend, and her name was Cynthia Swanson. And it was based loosely on a true story. They wound up forming the First Wives Club, and ironically enough, President Trump's first wife, Ivanka, is that how you say her name? It's in the movie. It's so ironic, I just thought about that. Well, anyway, each of them brought something unique to the table in forming the First Wives Club. Now, in the beginning, they were in competition. They was in jealousy. They were in a lot of things. And when they were in that and those behaviors, they couldn't meet their objective, which was forming the First Wives Club, which would be a center, a crisis center, for people like their friend Cynthia Swanson, who lost her way in life and committed suicide. They formed the center in her honor. It's a crisis center in New York for women. Well, anyway, they had to get over themselves, get past their own egos, and just like that pink by number or that connect the dots, they had to come to the conclusion that we are each a part of the plan. We are each a part of the puzzle, and we each uniquely represent a part that only we can play. Together, collectively, we make a grand design. Well, this has been another wow, noisy moment, but I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Please, wherever you are in life, continue to have them. They really are worth having. Until next time, you take good care.